The powerful old order has crumbled and is being swept away soon. There are things, family, that people and men like Killer Zivhu, who happen to be ZANU-PF members, card-carrying members, active members of ZANU-PF, are seeing happening from within the corridors of power. And this man continues to help us with information of exactly what is happening on the ground. There is no way that Zivhu would ever mention things that are not realistic. We have followed this man for a very long time. And most of the things that he says are really authentic. His statement is quite very powerful. And it points to where Zimbabwe is going and what exactly is happening on the ground. On his Twitter account, Zivhu has written, "Power is fleeting like the wind. Soon, prominent figures will lose their stature. A robust network of resilient forces is already in place, allowing the winds of change to blow unobstructed. The old order has crumbled, and the status quo is being swept away." Right. I like the way this man writes, but I want us to just analyze this statement so that we could try and put some flesh onto what Killer Zivhu has written here. To begin with, he says power is fleeting like the wind. We are seeing exactly the power dynamics in ZANU-PF beginning to be quite very tricky and quite very cumbersome. With a certain point, a certain group of people beginning to attack others, beginning to flex the muscle, beginning to want to conscientize the other that we are the ones that we wield the power here. So there is this challenging of each other that is happening right from inside ZANU-PF, which could be one of the things that exactly Killer Zivhu is talking about here. And he says, soon, and I want you to catch words, soon, prominent figures will lose their stature. People that are there in the top, people that are there with Mnangagwa, including Mnangagwa himself. Many of these people that think that they are the influential guys, we have big names and they are big figures. They are going to be losing. And this is a thing that we've always been saying, especially to people of ZANU-PF, that be careful, because the days of Mnangagwa are numbered. Once Mnangagwa loses power, you guys are going to become nobodies. And that time is not far from now. I wish you people would repent when there's time. I wish you people would do the right thing and distance yourselves away from this rotten cabal of ZANU-PF. Because many of these guys, they are set for prison. And for somebody to distance themselves today away from these people will be doing justice to themselves. Unlike what we are seeing. The arrogance that we continue to see from this man is just quite alarming. So we will continue to be watching this space and see the unfolding of the things that Killer Zivhu is talking about here. And he says a robust network of resilient forces is already in place. Hi, this is too strong. This is too strong because there are some words here that are quite key, which would want to really find out whether they mean exactly how they've been written, especially when he talks about a resilient force. We don't know whether this force is a force that is of the military, or is it a force of ordinary members or card-carrying members of ZANU-PF. But he says it's a robust network. You know, when he talks about network, it means it's a group of people that are connected so massively. Being a robust one, very resilient. And he says they are already in place, which means their work or their plans have already been done. They are only waiting to jump into action. How many times have we heard Nyoka Emabunu saying that Mnangagwa Trikum Visa, we are just waiting for him to say he wants to amend the constitution. Once he does that, Chacha. How many times have we heard Wananyoka Emabunu, Chelas Maori also saying the same things? Which is probably what Killer Zivhu is talking about here. Very, very powerful statements. And he says, allowing the winds of change to blow unobstructed. So this resilient force which is in place is now allowing change to happen unobstructed, which means this force is a force that is capable of making Mnangagwa go so easily, very, very easily. And this is who these people are. And he says the old order has crumbled. He is not here. Here he's not saying the old order will crumble. He says it has crumbled, which means it has already happened. The crumbling has already happened. It means those that are in the power and are these old Madalas, they've already fallen to the ground. And he says the status quo is being swept away. Someone is allowing this crumbled lot to just pave way, go out, and already it's happening because it's being swept away, which means this is an active action that is already taking place right now as we speak. So, family, it's quite interesting. And I'm telling you, some of these things that we are talking about are things that are just at our fingertips. These are things that are just about to happen at any moment in time. So, as for Mnangagwa and zanu-pf and Varakashi, I'm telling you, God is blowing a strong wind that these people don't even know how to deal with it. All that we need to do as intercessors is to continue praying and believing God for Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is coming. When you hear people in zanu-pf also talking about this, confessing such kind of statements, it's too strong. It's too strong for anyone to want to just brush it aside and think that it is just nothing at all. It's not nothing. It's something. And that's something we are very, very soon going to be getting to know it. It's going to be revealed. It will reveal itself. The time is coming. The time is now. And no one can stop what is already happening. It's a time of change. Let change happen. Let new leaders come. Let Zimbabwe be freed. A luta continua. A luta Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is coming. Zimbabwe is going to be free. Let's fight on until victory is certain. Remain blessed and shalom till we meet again. You are blessed.